It's Lyndsay with American College Strategies, bringing you another episode of Your Road to College, what you need to know to go from application to acceptance. And this is our special edition of the COVID Detour. We're looking at how changes of this pandemic are affecting college admissions and what you can do about it. In this particular episode, we're taking a closer look at changes with letters of recommendation. Now, most colleges require some type of letter of recommendation. Some require a counselor's recommendation. Others will want to hear specifically from your teachers so they get a sense of who you are in the classroom. And those schools who require a teacher's letter of recommendation prefer to hear from teachers from your 11th and 12th grade years. Now, every school has its own policy regarding of letters of recommendation, process, deadlines, specific requirements. So it's important that you know your school's policy and to check in to see if it's changed at all during COVID. Given that most schools are taking place online this year, you are going to have to put in some extra effort if you want a good letter of recommendation. Because let's face it, everyone's getting used to teaching online and learning online this year. And for many students, it's easier than ever to hide out in class. Look, there's a lot of students, and you probably know some of them, who are getting by without really engaging. So I want to remind you what your teachers are writing their letters of recommendation on. Your academic achievement in the subject matter, your intellectual promise, the quality of your writing, your creativity or the originality of your thinking, your productivity when it comes to your class discussions, your respect by other faculty, your work habits, your maturity, your motivation, your leadership, your integrity, your reactions to setback, your concern and empathy for others, your self-confidence in yourself, your initiative or independence, how you stack up in comparison to your peers, and how you stack up in comparison to every student that teacher has ever taught. This is what's being asked of your teachers. Now I will tell you that as a former high school teacher who's written letters of recommendation, they're impossible to write if you don't know a student. Your counselors have also had a huge adjustment to working online, and many are not seeing students as often as they would like to. And your counselor's letter of recommendation is helping give universities a context about your high school. So if you've taken all the APs your school has offered, or if your high school only offers APs 11th and 12th grade, or limits the numbers you're allowed to take, or if you were upset by that B you got in that class, the counselor can help contextualize and tell the university, yeah, that teacher, they've only given out 15 A's in the last 20 years of their career. So all these things are crucial for admissions offices to understand, but also a counselor's recommendation gives universities a sense of who you have been throughout your entire school career, academically, personally, from an extracurricular activity standpoint. Also, if you've had challenges you've had to overcome, they will help put that into context. Maybe a family situation, maybe obligations after school. Like I've had students who have to raise their younger siblings. For counselors as well, this is all harder to do if they don't know you. Now, you can't control when your school decides to reopen, but there are 3 things that you can control to help get a better letter of recommendation. So number 1, participate in class. Turn that camera on, at least turn it on when you have a question. Participate in the chat, or if it's available, use the reaction buttons. Number 2, interact with your teacher in class and outside of class. Outside of class, about in-class activities, or maybe you want their mentorship on an outside project. And number 3, reach out to your counselor, especially if you're having challenges. That's why they're there. They can even offer you assistance. If not personally, they can connect you with the best resource. And if you're not having challenges, reach out and say hello anyway. This is a relationship, so maintain it through communication. Those are 3 things you can do: participate, communicate with your teacher, and communicate with your counselor. At American College Strategies, we love to take the stress out of the search and bring you that inside scoop to make your college search a successful one. So if you liked this video, subscribe. If you have a question that you'd like to see us cover in future episodes, chime in on the chat box below, and we'll see you next time.